the worst possible things that could happen in your life all happened to this one man, and yet he kept the composure and had the forgiveness, and your people sold you out unjustly, all these
Everything.
things. And it sounds like a strange story when you first hear it, but it's obviously a metaphor for saying, guess what? This is the way you need to behave in your life. You need to, when all of these things are going wrong, you just need to remember that ultimately you have to be the light for everyone else. And if we can all go towards that way, that's the way we all make it.
Yes, and it's hard, don't get me wrong. But you know, one thing too that had an impact on me is that one of the things that Jesus spoke out about the most was what? Hypocrisy. When he looked at the Jewish leaders and he called them hypocrites. He said, you make believe you're doing this for the people, you're doing this for yourself. He says, you dress like this, you look like you didn't eat because you want people to think you're so holy. Well, really, you're pulling the wool over their eyes. That was another motivation for me writing the book. Because these people in Washington, they're hypocrites. Don't tell me you care about people. And then you go out and you're a multimillionaire and you do all these things to maintain power and control and enrich your own life where people are struggling and suffering. You know what? Again, Brian, I was no angel on the street. I'm no angel now. But I wasn't looking to hurt innocent people. I don't want to take advantage of people that got less than me. These people don't care. It's terrible. And so, you know, another thing that motivated me, you know, who am I if I can't speak out against the hypocrisy that I see? Real hypocrisy. Not I'm making it up. I'm not, and I have no other reason to do this. You know, but, you know, again, the Bible has had a tremendous impact on my life. It's a blueprint for our life.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's what Jordan was trying to tell me. And I'm
Jordan
learning.
is brilliant.
Yeah.
My wife is a big follower of his. I interviewed his daughter.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
She was terrific, Michaela.
Yeah,
terrific, really. He's a brilliant guy.
Yeah, he was here about 3 or 4 years ago and was one of the first ones to start making me look at religion differently. As in maybe it is that blueprint for our behavior that's told to us through a series of stories. What are we doing now, Michael? We're telling people stories,
yes,
right? To engage their brain and to teach them a lesson. Because humans can only learn lessons through stories, right?
That's right.
We're not good at just the logic. And so, yeah, I'm starting to look at that over and over again and not say, well, how could that have happened? That seems crazy. It's like, no, this is trying to teach you about how to live a life that will be fulfilling and maybe give back. And if you did it in that solitary confinement, I feel like I'm in there with that cell with you, and that Bible comes in. And like you said, that darkness of depression, it's such a black hole that it's impossible to get out of your own black hole, right?
No, it's tough, Brian. I'm telling you, you got to have a good constitution or something to get through that. And depression, I learned in there, is a terrible. And you know, I don't know if I experienced depression. I don't know what it was, but at that moment, I wanted to close my eyes and not wake up. So maybe that's imminent, depression. I don't know what it was. I don't have clinical depression because, you know, it's funny. I had alopecia, whatever you call, you know, you start to lose your hair, a little bit on my beard, from nerves and this and that. So I go to the doctor, and the doctor sees me, oh, you got alopecia, it's no big deal. He said, are you under a lot of stress? I say, Doc, I don't know if I'm under. I said, I've lived my life one way. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's stress. I don't know what to call it. I said, but I'm used to it. So, but that's very tough. People, I understand how they suffer with that, really.
Yeah. Just a couple final thoughts. I mean, I think it's all of our jobs to try to get out there and connect with people and give them that little bit of hope, you know, so they can get through those times. Drugs, a lot of people turn to those. And again, it feels like it's always going to be part of our life, because as humans, we maybe turn to something that'll get us out of those temporary bad, dark feelings. But those things end up actually bringing us into a lower and lower circle. And it seems every day a friend of ours is losing their lives, their consciousness to drugs. And I know you had that experience throughout your family. I've been very honest about my story here with Underworld. And when I first told people about my heroin overdose in 2001, people said, what, you, the banker, the MIT kid? And I was like, yeah, this stuff doesn't discriminate. It's going to grab you in your lowest moment. And just your thoughts on that and how people can try to stand guard on that, or how people should think about that, because it's something that pulls everybody and touches everybody and seems even bigger these days.
Oh, Brian, I'm telling you, these opioids are just horrible, 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 horrible. It's one of the real resentments I have with what's going on our southern border. I had just terrible. I spoke to a number of undercover drug enforcement agents from the state of Texas, right? And they told me, Michael, number one, we're not even getting 10%, not even 10% of the opioids or drugs that are coming over the border. And then they carved out a square on a table like this, a square. He said, we confiscated this block of fentanyl. He said, this block of fentanyl can kill the entire population of the world, 7 billion people, because a little granule like this is all it takes to give you heart failure. And it happens within 5 minutes, you're gone. And I said, are you kidding me? He said, no. Now, everything I researched since then, they're 100% right. It's coming over, coming over, coming over. They can't stop it. We had 100,000 people in America die in 12 months from opioid overdoses from the ages of 24 to 45. Do you know something? That's the biggest problem we have in our country. They're dying left and right. And what are we doing to stop it? This should be, to me, this should be military lined across the southern border, build a wall, do whatever you got to do to keep this junk out of people that are destroying lives, and they're all young, they're young people.
Yeah. You've also said that you put someone in a desert and they'll find drugs.
They'll find it. Oh, my sister, yeah. I thought of my brother. I used to blame everybody for them having drugs. And then I finally realized, like I said, you can put them in the middle of the Sahara Desert, they will somehow find drugs. There's so many people manipulating and using it and selling it and everything else. It's horrible. Look, I only warn people. They always think, you know why I never took a drug? Number one, my father drummed it into my head that it was bad, because I was afraid I was going to like it. And I'm not that strong. If something feels good, maybe I want it again. And I know how harmful it is, because I've seen it in my own family. But I beg people, I warn them. I've seen so much horror around drugs. And you yourself, Brian, I applaud you for coming back, because so many people can't. My sister couldn't. My brother now 19 years sober, but his life was destroyed. He wasn't as fortunate as you. Now he's running a drug center. He's doing okay, but not married. It's just he's not living the way I would want to see my brother live. I feel so bad for him. But I can only tell people, and it was strongest warning ever, stay away from them, man. They're so easy to get hooked. These opioids are terrible. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah, it's probably one of the greatest things I ever accomplished was getting out of that.
Great.
And getting away, and it's probably the thing I'm the most proud of everything. And yeah, I always just want to talk about that and get people to understand that and understand we're all potentially subject to it. So, yeah.
I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
That's harder than walking away from the mob. In my experience, seeing somebody that really had that problem and not only was able to overcome it, but create the life that you've created for yourself, amazing transformation. People need to understand it. I do. I get it. It's amazing.
Thanks, Michael. I think I had some power pulling me forward. I think I had some power saying, Brian, you got more to do on this planet than shove a bunch of shit up your nose and make it all about Brian. Like, we need you here to come back and give some wisdom to these people to get them to live a better life.
No doubt.
So, I don't know what it was, but it, and again, I try to honor that on a regular basis. And in a weird way, Michael, you probably know this too, is that by honoring that, it keeps you out of that darkness.
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
Probably sounding like a preacher here.
No, it's very true. I hope people are really paying attention, really. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.